made in any of inner city communities. New York has one of the toughest gun laws in the nation, but still our kids are getting shot. The proliferation of guns. I had a student tell me they can go to the corner store and get a Snapper and a Twinkies and a 9mm, all without blinking. The proliferation of guns. And you see it on TV sometimes. They bust up an arsenal. And some of the guns that they show you on television are just unreal. AKs, Tech 9s, Mac 10s, 380s. I'd like to read a small portion. I don't have too much time, so I'd like to read a small portion of Street Angel. Very small portion, and it's where Moises and his younger brother, Junior. Moises is 16, Junior is 11. They're in bed. That night, while Junior and I were lying in bed, we heard the sharp, popping sound of gunfire. A usual occurrence in East New York. We're so accustomed to it that we're able to usually tell what caliber the gun is, say a 9, a 380, or a 357. I remember my Uncle Nigel telling us that when he was a kid in Trinidad, he used to be able to tell cars by the sound of their engine. That was the 70s. This is the 90s. Times have changed. That sounds like a 380, I told Junior. He nodded. It was loud. I closed my eyes, turned over, and tried to go to sleep. I mean, we've all heard horror stories of mothers putting their young babies in bathtubs because they're afraid that they're going to get shot overnight. The lady who wrote the foreword to Street Angel was a lady by the name of Frances Davis out of Brooklyn, New York. Frances Davis is special because she lost 3 sons to gun violence on 3 separate occasions. Frances Davis went to 3 morgues, 3 funerals, and 3 burials. Sometimes I look at her and I say, Frances, what keeps you alive? What makes you wake up in the morning, being that you lost your 3 sons? And she lost them in succession. She lost her oldest one first, then her middle child, then the baby, all to gun violence. And it was amazing. She said, after the first 2 went, the baby kept saying, Mom, I know I'm going to get shot. Like my brother's mom. And she tried to calm him, no, you're going to be all right, you're going to be all right. And sure enough, he wound up getting shot also. Frances Davis wrote the foreword to Street Angel. Let's talk solutions. Again, we must mobilize as a community. You know, it says it takes a village to raise you. Darn right it does. It takes a community to combat this problem.
Yes.
It's not going to happen with you and you and you. It's going to happen with all of us as a collective.
Tell it.
Now, the most dangerous time for students is after school, between the time of 3 and 6 p.m. So school should be opened up later on and have safe havens after school programs. It's about 6 o'clock. As many schools that can should be open during the school year. Also, every church, I feel personally, should open up its doors to young teens, young people, and be safe havens. One of the complaints of our children are, there's nowhere to go. There's no jobs. There's no this. They're right. Every church that can should open up its doors as safe havens for our young.
Teach.
Fraternities, sororities, Boys and Girls Club, Boy Scouts, everybody must come together as a unit to combat the plague of gun violence. In closing, I always talk to my students and the people I talk to and youngsters about reading, how important reading is. See, reading is the key to what you want to be. So in closing, I'm going to recite a short poem called Read, which I recite to them all the time. It's called, Read, my people. Read all you can. Read about our world and read about man. Read about the state our country is in. See where we're going, but yet see where we've been. Discover reality in a paper or book. Discover identity with the cop and the and expand your mind, because those who don't will be left behind. Thank you very much.